Okay, it's going to take all of us working together as a team to get down the river these next 3 days. These are our Utah River bandanas, and they're going to give us good luck, and they're going to help us remember that we're a team together.
Guaranteed, I don't think I could accomplish some of the things these kids have done.
Education is more than just learning the reading, writing, and arithmetic.
These kids, it's amazing what this program brings out in them, and they are able to succeed. They can do it. They really can.
Your time has come.
Well, our kids are great. They come from 2 different school districts. They come here because they need a life skills curriculum, basically. They have a lot of different challenges that they're trying to meet. You know, if you want to get into the labeling, there are kids with disabilities, you know, they may have significantly limited intellectual capacity. They may have learning disabilities. We have kids that have emotional problems. The kids face a lot of challenges when they come into school, and a lot of that is the way traditional school is set up. School traditionally is a place where they haven't been successful, and it's a place again that demonstrates that lack and their limitations. And so it takes a pretty big shift in a program to get them to the place where they see that they can do things if it's done in a way that accommodates their learning style. Well, the way that we choose the adventures varies from year to year, but basically we have a plan that we shoot for. We want to have 2 different adventures every year, and then 1 adventure that's the same. And the reason behind that is we like to give them a variety of experiences and expose them to lots of new things. And then they have 1 adventure in the spring, which is usually always backpacking. So we get the new things, the different things, but then we get 1 thing that we return to every year so that year after year after year, they can build the skills. The other thing that's fun about that is if they are building the skills, when they get to be an 8th grader, there's a lot of mentoring that goes on with the younger kids. And so the students are doing more of the instruction and more of the teaching. And that's a neat thing to see that happen.
This type of education, all kind of tied up with the adventure programs, is oriented around what we call experiential education. And in that style of teaching, really what I do is I'm like an artist that would build a frame for a painting. And so I set up the conditions for whatever experience they're going to have. And once I set up those conditions, the trip, the rules, the kinds of activities that we're doing, I kind of step back and I let the kids paint their own picture. When I say go, what I want you to do is go find a small rock, no bigger than your hand, and I want you to find a rock that you're the only one that could pick that rock out. There's something different about it, there's something unique about it that you can remember, and so that you could pick that rock out anywhere if you saw it. Okay? Got any questions?
No.
Okay, let's go find a rock.
Star.
Alright, so we got all our rocks in here. I'm gonna have you try and reach in and find your rock.
Okay, I'll be first.
Me first.
Girls first.
8th graders first. Alright? Okay, I'm gonna hold this in. You just have to reach down there. Is that yours?
It's okay.
Okay, now put it back in here.
Is it hers?
Okay.
Was it?
Go for it, Robert. See if you can find your rock.
I found mine already.
Is that it?
Yep.
Right on. Put it back in there. Okay, who's next?
What's Mrs. Reynolds' rock?
The big one's Miss Reynolds' rock.
Is that it?
I don't know. That's Zach's.
Put that one back in.
I think this program makes a difference for these kids because so many times they would not feel like they had a place to belong. And I think with everything that's happened in our society in Colorado, by the way of the violence and all that has occurred lately with kids, it's really apparent that it's important for kids to feel they belong somewhere. And these are the kids that are really right out there on those outskirts. They could fall either way. And they have a place where they know they can go and feel accepted and important. They have a place where they know they can go and be good at something.
These kids can be successful, that these kids can take these memories with them and their life skills out in the world and be productive. And you know, they can be the kids that have a smile on their face when they're doing their job and affect change, and that people say, geez, you know, what a nice kid.
I mean, in the past, we pushed them away and said they couldn't be contributing members, and now we're saying, yes, they're just as much capable as anybody else. And Jill's proof of the pudding right there, showing that what these kids can do. I guarantee it, I don't think I could accomplish some of the things these kids have done. And riding, I mean, snowshoeing, I don't know if I could have made it snowshoeing. Maybe paddling down the river in the rafting trip, but I don't know about snowshoeing. So I have the utmost respect for their courage and determination.
Education is more than just learning the reading, writing, and arithmetic. It's really this personality development and confidence, building up of the confidence levels of these children. And so I really think society really benefits from this, because these kids have a lot better chance of being successful in society.
It's the river kind of as a big metaphor. I mean, around every bend, you don't know what's going to happen. I mean, we could have calm water, we could have rapids, we could have an old miner's cabin, we could see Indian ruins, we could see eagles, you know, and you don't know. And they kept asking us, well, what'll happen next? When will we be there? And we were all going, I don't know, we'll have to find out. That's part of what makes it an adventure. I can't predict for these kids how their lives are going to turn out. You know, I can't promise them that everything's going to be okay. But if I provide them with a lot of life experiences, they kind of build the tools that they need to solve whatever's going to come up for them in their life. And in that way, we kind of go from an attitude of being fearful towards something of excitement and possibility and opportunity.